Hello folks, and what we're going to have a look on here is another Soviet beauty. Let's take it to the down view. So here we go. What we have here, Cornavin in a Raketa Baker case with a Zim Soviet, you can always tell a Zim or Pobeda movements because of the sub-second hands. This thing is accurate as anything. It hasn't dropped a second since I wound it up, and I mean it's kept a good wind as well. Like you get a good 36 hours wind on it. It's a pleasant wind. I'm going to do something with the case. The case is a bit scuffed, as you can see there and there. This is the business, isn't it? Unusual that it's got a what's it? It's got a spring back on the a case back on the. It's not like the normal the ring and case back that you would expect on a Soviet. Now Cornavin, what Cornavin is basically it was like it was the attempt to use Russian cheap movements and watches to sell to America, they found success in selling to Britain with Sekonda. This was for a while with Sekondas, like running mate, if you know what I mean. Look at that beautiful dial. So it is a bit of a bitzer when it comes in terms of Soviet watch. Let me just put this on. How about that? Don't that look the business? It's very pleasant to wear. It's not obtrusive. It's not like a great big disc of metal on your arm or anything like that. It does seem to fit. And I wasn't going to put the the 70's rally drivers bracelet onto it, but I don't know. But I think that just sets it off lovely. I don't know what it is about these bracelets here, but they seem to work so well with Soviet watches. So there you go. That is a Cornavin. You'll notice it's missing the Swiss made and all that Cornavins usually have. But this is my second Cornavin. The other one's the Fridge, which I absolutely adore. I like these, but I do like that beautiful red dial. That is just so delightful. Fortunately, that's not loom. That's paint. It's got a very pleasant sweep to it. I mean, this is, a very, very nice Soviet watch. Alright, there we go. We'll take this to the up view and we shall talk some more about it there. I still haven't got around to unboxing the 3D printer yet. So, as you can see. I thought I'd interject that one quickly before we go to the up view. So here's the gratuitous shot. Look at that. Oh, I'm very pleased with that. Look, I paid £12 for this. £12 for a watch that tells perfect time, winds up, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's got a nice clean bracelet. I'm very pleased with that. So it's just so delightful. I like these square TV types of watches anyway. I mean, I've been getting a lot of wear on this. The watch of choice that's been on my wrist has been, if I can get that, I've replaced the clasp on it because the clasp kept pinging open. There we go. You know, I'm in pig's heaven, like, you know, with these square things. You can see the difference in size as well. You know, this one seems to be gaining just a touch again. Here we go. But this heat, like, this flat is, it's making me feel unwell. I won't do a reveal on this one yet because I've got something else coming. I've got a Seiko Arctura, very first one, with a dark green dial, like in the live, you know. The watch itself is working order. It's just missing its unique bracelet. But this is a very unusual one because the later ones, the slightly later ones, are the same sort of like shape and everything. You have to take everything off out for the front. But this has actually got like a screw down case back, which means that this is like a series one, the very first Arcturas. You know, I mean, I'm really pleased with that. That's the only watch that I'm missing at the moment. Like, I'm up to date with everything else. I've been working and, you know, I've been doing some bits and pieces. I've got to get some straps and bracelets, like, and a few other bits and pieces like that, you know, because obviously I'm running out, and I need some more of these because I've run out of these silver bar things. You know, I just can't believe that. That is just absolutely astonishing. You know, this is a 1970s watch. You know, the fact that it's keeping such good time. There's no servicing marks in it, so, but the bloke did say it had been serviced, and it took less than, like, well, it just took around 10 days to get from Ukraine, so I'm quite happy with that. Like, I think that was still a deal, and, you know, a result all the way along, you know. It's a shame that I can't get boxes for these things. Like, I mean, I don't know what this would have had. It would have had something for the American market. And it's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's that metallic red. It's so unusual on the Soviet watch. And for it to have a pin clipper, what's it, a case back that you like clip on, rather than, like, you know, press on, like, rather than the simple, like this one has, like the ring and like case back, like goes into Lux. Again, like, but it's strange actually. I've got a couple of slavers that have got snap-on case backs. That's what the word I was looking for, was snap-on. So that they were out there, but they all prefer to have the, like, you know, the rings at the back. I mean, you just screw into place, screw out, like when you want to do something. It allows for like a bit of like decent water resistance. So I've been doing some more batteries. Ben Sherman, done. Like that Ben Sherman. What's the size of that? It's gorgeous, isn't it? This is really cool actually, because it's like this is a two-way bracelet strap, so you can have it just like that if that's how you want it. It's got poppers on, or you can have it as a cuff, like that. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I'm very pleased with that. I do like these Ben Sherman watches. So what else? I stuck a bracelet on one of these Casios. I found one of these like thingy Casios, you know, with the Illumi Bright thing on it, like. Good little field watch. And the good thing about these old Casios is that they're watertight for 100 metres, like, and there's guarantee that it'll stay like that as long as you look after it. So, you know, that's up and running now. Like, been getting a bit of wear out of this. I love this. Right. And of course, the big baby, the big daddy of them all. Yeah, look at that. You cannot go wrong with that. Right, I love that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I should do a like a revisit on some of these, like, and actually have a, you know, like revisit, like, so do a proper review on them, like, you know, because obviously when I first started doing this, I wasn't very good at this. I'm not very good at this now, but, like, you know, I mean, but, like, you know, I'm a bit better. I do go into, like, you know, I mean, I should have actually have pointed out that the where did I put it? That's just standard Soviet 18mm lugs, like, it's a 38 width square case. But these are called bakers because they're like ovens, like a pizza oven or something like that. That's why they're called bakers. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Dremel out on it, and I'm going to give this case an absolute polish of its lifetime, and that because that's another unusual thing as well. This isn't plated brass. This is solid stainless steel. So, like, which is unusual for Soviets, because Soviets tended to be chrome plated brass, but this isn't. This is solid stainless steel. And there's no man guns on it or anything like that. Like, you know, it's nice and clean. It is a pleasant watch, and there's no date complication on it as well, so it's less to go wrong. I think that was worth the money. You wait till you see this October. Oh yeah, that is a grail watch. That is, like, that's actually, I've actually got like a list of grails, and that's actually like number 7 or number 8, like, you know, Seiko Arctura Series 1. You know, and well, I mean, it's an iconic watch. That it works. It's got the dark British Racing Green dial. I mean, you know, it's everything that I wanted. When I first saw them, that was the one I wanted. Right, so I'm really, really chuffed about that. So what I'm going to do is because that's a kinetic, so is this. And it's going to be a battle of the kinetics. It's going to be Seiko Arctura kinetic versus whatever that one is, because I'm not going to. All I'm going to say is it's a YT57, like, which is the very early-ish. It's very similar to the 3M22 of the Arctura, but it's got a slight, you know. I mean, the Arctura has got day and date, whereas this one doesn't. It's just got a date on it, you know, which doesn't actually work either. Like, I think it's stuck. You know, I don't care, because I don't need to know what day it is. I've got a phone for that if I need to know what date it is, like, you know. But the fact is that it's a good working kinetic, you know, which has a very unusual feature, which I will show in that video. Anyway, I'm going to leave this, like, you know, like mind melting, like, sort of like, I mean, like, the ambient temperature of my computer at the moment is saying 40 degrees. Like, it's saying, like, you know, the ambient temperature inside the machine. So it's about 30 degrees in the, because this flat, it absorbs sun all day, and then it just radiates it in all evening. And it's like, you know, there's no, it's just 30 degrees inside or out. Right, so I mean, you know, in the summer it's completely the opposite. Like, you know, even though the sun's on it all day, all it does is it just sucks the cold in, because, like, I've got storage heaters and I can't afford to put heating on, and it's just absolutely freezing, like, in the winter, like, you know. But I'm not like what my granddad would have said, like, if you're cold, put a jumper on, which is what I do. I've got plenty of woolies and stuff like that for the winter. I mean, I won't put a woolly on in the summer, like, but, you know, I'm just sitting here in the vest and shorts, and my God, like, you know, for some reason I've got sweat coming out onto my vest and everything, like, you know, it is absolutely boiling. I've been to some of the hottest places and the coldest places around, like, you know, and I mean, it's always the British summer that slaughters me. Right, double thumbs up to it all. Hope this all finds you well. Like, what's it? I mean, in my last videos I was a bit cranky because I was off one of my medications because I'd run out. Like, I'm feeling better now, no problems at all. I'm going to stop talking about doing bad things and all that again. Like, you know, I mean, this is what happens. Like, I come off here and like, you know, the PTSD starts kicking back in again. And, you know, I mean, Shana's back to Scotland, she's back at work, Steph's had her baby, things seems to be going well with all of that. So, you know, I've got 3D printer coming, like, to sort out. I mean, I've got to get it out. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to make sure it works first before I, like, you know, because there's no point in me like doing the video and then like we get it all out and we find it's all broken up inside or something. So, like, you know, I'm going to make sure it works, and then I'm going to do the video, and then I'm going to do a test print, like, because I've got some nice things like I want to print off. One's a Super Mario chess set, like, which I think is going to be really great. Like, you use a white, like, off color for the white pieces, and you use like, you know, you can use whatever color you want for the dark pieces, like, you know. And I mean, and then what you do is you, like, you 3D print off the squares using the same colour scheme, right, and then you just glue them together and then set it around in a wooden frame. Well, I'm up for that. I've got a 3D print thing from Thingiverse for a unique, it's kind of like a watch movement holder, but it's slightly like, you know, all you need is some bolts and a bit of spring, and you know, and it makes it a really useful watch movement holder. And then, you know, there's kind of small, you know, it's only a 14 by 14 by 14 print bed, but, you know, I mean, I don't need anything bigger than that, you know. I mean, this beginner's piece. Like, down the line, if, like, you know, if I find that I want something bigger, I can always sell this one and then just do like that, you know. But this one's it's brilliant because it's got not only is it, you can plug an Ethernet cable in it and connect it to your router, but also it's got Wi-Fi on it, which means that it can connect to my computer directly rather than having to, like, go backwards and forwards with a USB stick, like, you know, and things like that. The Wii has been jailbroken, but I'm having some teething problems with it, like, you know, to get it to recognise, you know, bits and pieces. I've stuck RetroArch on it and stuck into the RetroArch, like, like the emulators, SNES, because this is going to be the ultimate Nintendo machine. So it's going to have SNES, NES, Nintendo 64. And it can natively play GameCube and Wii games itself already. So, like, you know, so that's, and I've got absolutely stacks of GameCube games to, like, use with it as well. So that's good news. Like, so there you go. Like, I mean, I don't do the piratey thing here, like, you know. So, I mean, you know, I used to be a terrible pirate, like, you know, just get out of my ship every day, like, you know, trawling the high seas for, like, you know, slow merchantmen, and, you know, blow their bows off. Oh, sorry, like, you know, the tablets are wearing off again. Anyway, double thumbs up to you all. Take care. Right, you know, plenty of water with it, and, you know, and we'll see, like, you know, if we're going to get a third lockdown. Toodle-pipski.